Former Prime Minister Tony Blair, the warmonger who ran the country for 10 years, he reckons Brexit can be stopped. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think a second EU referendum is at all likely. This is happening, Brexit. I don't like it, but there it is. Anyway, Blair is back, kind of. He's re-engaging, I guess. He wants to be an agent of influence again in British politics. That's how Jason Cowley of the New Statesman calls it. I'm no fan of Tony Blair, but he is a clever and persuasive man for sure, and he is capable of talking sense. He said, quote, "I'm dismayed by the state of Western politics, but also incredibly motivated by it. I think in Britain today, you've got millions of effectively politically homeless people," end quote. I'd say that's true, and not just because of the EU referendum outcome, which was of course polarising and the effects of which will be felt not just for years, but for decades, but more generally, many are sick and tired with Tory bullshit, Labour bullshit, establishment bullshit. Many feel they don't have a voice, don't have a place at the table, and are constantly being patronised and spoken down to by the powers that be. And many have come to the view that politics as usual isn't working for them. I understand where millions of British people are coming from, because I'm coming from the same place. I don't think that the government in this country or the establishment is my ally. Am I going to try and pin all my problems on the state? Of course not. I'm an individualist. I have to be my own strongest ally at all times. Personal responsibility is central to my outlook. But I can't ignore that there are those in the highest halls of power who I see are working against my best interests and the best interests of a large portion of the British population. I'm going off on one here. Back to Blair and the New Statesman interview. Blair said, "Every American president I've ever dealt with, and I've dealt with 3 now, has always come to power with an essentially domestic program. And all of them have ended up, because this is America's inevitable role in the world, being highly engaged in global affairs. And even in relation to a President Trump and President Putin, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when they actually have to negotiate," end quote. Inevitable role? Well, America can't hide from the world, that's for sure. Okay, so Trump and Putin have made positive remarks about each other, yes, but perhaps US-Russian relations in the next couple of years won't be as friendly as some parts of the media are predicting. Trump, the candidate, the brash outsider, is now Donald Trump, most powerful man in the world. The realities of the international picture, with all its potential pitfalls and potential opportunities, might bring out a side of Donald Trump which many may well be taken aback by. Anyway, link in the description to the Blair New Statesman interview, and on that note I'll bid you all a fair and pleasant day.